difference between Asatya and Aparigraha does not seem to be very sharp. Would you like to comment?
Asteya and Aparigraha. Yes, there is a greater overlap there between Asteya and Aparigraha, between Brahmacharya and Aparigraha, because all these things are basically about reducing one's desires. And desires, Sri Aurobindo says, are primarily rooted in the ego. Desires starve in the absence of support from the ego. And that's very easy to understand, because if we think about all our desires, one would find that most of them are not real necessities. Most of them are about things which we do not need, and we still want them because in one way or the other, they are giving us an ego boost. So it is, since the ego is about if separation, ego is a separative tendency, and yoga is something which leads us towards love, which is a uniting tendency. So therefore, that there comes in the opposition of the ego as it is ordinarily expressed, and love, which yoga is about. And that is why desires which are rooted in the ego become an obstacle on the path of yoga. And even otherwise, desires are in fact the root of all misery, as Lord Buddha said. And this applies not only to unfulfilled desires, it also applies to fulfilled desires. Both unfulfilled and fulfilled desires can be a source of misery. And maybe someday I'm sure in this course, we'll have an occasion to talk more about how both can be a source of misery. So, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya, they are all basically about reducing one's desires.